Hey, hey, Silver! We're gonna get started in just a moment. How are you, Silver? Today's gonna be a very, very chill, relaxing reading stream. I'm gonna be with Coolit and maybe some friends. Maybe some of the City of Devils community friends might be joining us. Should be good. Should be good. I'm good, Silver. I am just trying to get some commands up and running. Da 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 da. You vibing on Overwatch? Ooh, you playing QP? Competitive? Oh, unranked. Nice, nice. Forgive me, Silver. Let me. I'm gonna be scuffed for a bit. Thank you for being understanding, Silver. Oh, one day, Tama will have a non-scuffed stream. It worked! We did it! Okay, alright. I'm gonna. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna unmute Discord. Let's welcome Coolit. Coolit, hello, you are now unmuted. I'm gonna go on to the. Hello!
Okay.
Okay, oh my gosh, that was
Okay, it works now.
that was a journey.
Very good.
Thank you, Silver. Thank you, Silver. Can you hear us both okay? Is Coolit too soft? Here, let me turn Coolit up. Coolit, can you say hello? Baby? Oh, hello? Coolit, can you say hello?
Okay.
Alright, hello. Alright, let me turn that down a little bit.
I have W.
Oh!
Lol.
Okay, yeah, I think because you have no body underneath this, I didn't know where to put you.
No, it's just pre-roll ads.
Oh, pre-roll ads? Oh no! Sorry about that. Alright, let me put the stream avatars above us all.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Music a little loud? Oh, thank you, Silver. I recently...
Load. It's not loud, it's load.
Oh, a little load? Oh. I recently split all my sounds, so this is like new territory for me. Alright, is that better? Come in here. We good? Alright. Okay. Alright. Hello and welcome to a reading stream. We got ourselves a guest today, Coolit, and possibly some community members from City of Devils. I'm gonna partition this stream into, I think, about 3 parts. One being a little introduction to you, Josefina, City of Devils, and I hear an anniversary is coming up, and then we'll go into some like reading and
the anniversary is today.
The anniversary is today.
In your time zone.
Oh, okay.
It's February 27th.
Aww. All right. Well, happy anniversary to Josefina. Am I saying her name correctly?
Josefina Jones.
Josefina Jones. All right. Happy anniversary to Josefina. And is it also an anniversary for the City of Devils community for you?
Yeah, it's the date where everything kick-started.
Oh.
Like the character, the campaign started on February 27th.
Oh, okay, all right.
The campaign itself.
The campaign itself.
All right. So backstory on
Yeah,
City of
yeah.
Devils. What is City of Devils? You may
Exactly. Yeah.
ask?
What is City of Devils? Cool. Tell us more.
All right. It's Foxy's. It's my first foray into GURPS,
Into okay.
which stands for Generic
Okay.
Universal Role Playing System.
Ah.
Basically, it's a tabletop RPG
Okay.
in a Discord server.
Okay.
So I have characters. I need to do roles to do stuff,
Mm.
and it's some people say it's easier than Dungeons and Dragons
Okay. Okay.
to
So.
learn GURPS, but GURPS is very flexible.
Ah.
If you look up GURPS on Google, there are a ton of guides about it.
Gotcha. All right. All right.
Right.
GURPS. Cool. Okay. So this is like a little bit more invested than regular roleplay communities, but a little less
Yeah.
rigor than Dungeons and Dragons. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
correct? Okay, cool. And City of Devils is the community that you joined.
You can actually do anything in GURPS. Like
Oh, okay.
we have here is it's a supposed to be magical girl, modern era type of stuff,
Ah.
but it evolved into a full-on urban fantasy since season 2.
Oh, whoa, season 2. All right, yes. So I was graciously invited into their server, and I've seen a lot. There's a lot of material there's a lot of lore. So we're gonna try and get through it a little bit. I'm still
Right,
very new. Yeah.
Right now we are on episode 31, which is season 3 now.
Oh wow.
After the events of season 2, then the aftermath of season 2 is season 3.
Wow. Well,
Right.
okay. All right.
Right.
So a lot
Right.
of lore, a lot of. Are you having fun with this? Is this good? I mean, clearly you're having fun, but like, pretty good, pretty cool experiences.
Yeah. I
Excited.
have to chat up.
Oh, nice.
Right.
nice.
Let's get it.
All right, cool.
Okay, so
Yeah. Tell me more. I am at like I will read anything you put in front of me at this moment.
right. So so yeah, that's basically what City of Devils is, and we won't discuss what GURPS is. You can find those on YouTube. It's
Sounds
it's
good.
spelled like this: GURPS. My chat
GURPS.
is-
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
there we
you.
go.
Thank you.
All right, so you can host your own GURPS sessions. You can host your own GURPS games with any setting you want. Just there are loads of supplemental material aside from the basic set
Okay.
that you can use.
Okay.
So there are a lot of books about GURPS. There's a lot of stuff happening. You can add to it. I am currently on another GURPS campaign,
Uh-huh.
which is Rats in the System. Basically, it's Matrix-like. Yeah, it's just
Oh.
the Matrix, but with psionic powers. Like
Oh dang.
my
All right.
character there can control time, like
Oh
the
dang.
flow of time, like, but she cannot rewind.
Oh.
So
All
she can
right.
slow down or speed it up, but she cannot rewind.
Sounds like an amazing time. I am.
Yeah.
I'm glad we can share a little bit of your writing. Thank you for putting yourself out there. I know it's not an easy thing to like share writing. So thank you for allowing me
Yeah,
to read
true.
it. And please let me
Yeah,
know if I yeah.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact about this character.
Uh-huh.
I converted an old alt account for her.
Oh.
I converted an old alt account,
Uh-huh.
which is I'm gonna post the URL for
Yeah,
the
go for it.
alt in
Oh,
question.
I might have disabled URL, so if you send it to me, I think I can
Yeah.
I can send it.
Twitch.tv/official Amihan. Just
Okay, all right, let me
I'm gonna
Twitch
post the
that
username instead.
TV
So
slash
so
official
Amihan.
Amihan. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. So you already did it. Nice. All
Ah.
right, yes. So if
Alright,
anyone wants
there
to
we go.
check more, if anyone wants to check out more of Josefina or Coolit, we can go
You
to
can call
official
her
Amihan.
Joe. Joe is her
Joe?
nickname.
Joe. Okay.
Joe.
So it's either Joe or
Yeah.
Josefina.
Josefina
Josefina.
with the letter H.
Josefina. All right. Thank you for
It's,
correcting me.
it's Hispanic. be
Ah.
honest. So what we have here is
Uh-huh.
So can you share your screen on the Discord so we can dive on to the what you call this, the character profiles.
Oh, do you want me to share the
Yeah,
screen?
yeah. We
Okay.
can share the character profiles now.
Let me give me 1 second. Let me
My
just
stream
double
has a
check
delay a little bit,
that I
so
can.
it's weird to hear myself twice.
All right. Do you want me to share on the stream, or do you want me to just share on the Discord so you can see where I'm looking at?
Alright. Share on Discord first, then we put it up on screen.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Alright.
In the meantime, why don't you talk a little bit more about the background of City and Devils? What do you have planned for us for me to read tonight? Can you give a little backstory
Alright.
on
So
where things
basically,
are?
we
Yeah.
will cover as much as season 1 as possible.
Okay. All right.
Or if we can crunch in more time, we can do a little bit of season 2.
Okay.
But due to time constraints, maybe we'll focus on season 1 first.
Okay.
All right. So if ever we have the time to do this again, we can do season 2 and season 3.
Okay. Sounds good.
Season 3 is still ongoing, by the way, so we won't cover season 3 that much. So, but
no worries.
season 1 and season 2 are completed arcs.
All right. Cool. All right. So, can you see? Can you see here? Can you see here?
Alright, yeah.
All
I
right.
can see. Watch stream.
And all right, I'm gonna add a new.
Alright, there we go.
Source here.
Yes.
Give me 1 second. Let me also capture my window. Actually, are you also on my stream? You're lurking on the stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I might do is I might just stream it, and then if you look at the stream, because I think it might mirror, there might be a bit of a conflict here.
Yeah, there's a delay. Basically.
Okay, hold on. Let me stop streaming there, so then I can stream. Double stream everywhere. Discord. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Let us. Whoa, hello. Boom. And get to see my wonderful Discord character profiles. All right. I'm gonna cover up the lovely fan art on the right for a moment. Okay, so what do we got? We got. Is this the one?
Right.
Is this the one you want me to show?
Yes.
All right.
You can scroll up.
Okay.
Scroll all the way up.
All the way up. All right.
Yes. That's the character profiles for season 1. Start of season 1, actually.
Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 characters in this group of City of Devils.
That's us.
Okay, and all 4 are magical girls.
Yeah. They're a team together.
Okay.
They're a squad.
Is it?
So basically, there is a concept where when we were
It's okay. Take your time.
When we were cooking up with characters, actually I was the last one to arrive at the server. The first 3 have been established already.
Okay.
We have a theme in mind, which is mythology. So Ursula ran Yula Magnusson, which is Norse.
Oh.
If you scroll down a bit.
Yep. We have Cleopatra Hassan.
There is Cleopatra.
Okay.
Which is Egyptian.
Okay.
Egyptian mythology. And then Guinevere Byron. I don't know how to pronounce these names, to be honest. So,
no, I think you're doing good.
She's tawag dito.
Guinevere. All right. And then we have Josefina.
We have yours too. Josefina. Guinevere's Arthurian.
Ar-
Arthurian legend,
oh,
like
Arthurian.
British.
Nice. I
Yeah.
see. I see. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yep.
So I took on the Philippine legend. Um, so yeah,
Ah, nice. Wait. What's?
basically
Uh huh.
basically each character is based on a legend.
Uh
So
huh.
the actually there's one other character I subbed on.
Uh huh.
I substituted for another person.
Okay.
They were supposed to run what you call this? They were supposed to run Greek mythology, but they backed out because
Oh. Ooh, that would have been a
so I had to
yeah.
sub in
Gotcha. Gotcha. I
with my
see.
unique flavor and my unique time zone because only I am not based on their time zone. I'm like literally on the opposite side of the
Oh,
world for them.
it's okay. It's okay. It's awesome that you're bringing a bit of your like Filipino culture into
Yeah,
into
true.
this mythological world. Very cool.
Yeah, true.
Do you want me to read any
Right.
of these, or do you want me to? Do you?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah.
can read. You can read all of them.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Start from.
I'll
I
start.
don't know if it's
Uh huh.
Yula or Ula.
Ula. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. If we have
I was
Ursula ever visit, if Ursula's in chat, or if Ursula ever visits, please
joins in the
correct my
VC.
pronunciation.
All right, all right.
Oh, hello, Twilight Melody. How are you? We're just
Hey,
I'm
Twilight,
getting a
welcome. Let's get it.
I'm getting acquainted with the world of magical girls with Kool-Aid. So I'm gonna go through some of their GURPS character profiles real quick. Please be
No, that's just their character profile. Their group sheets or sheets.
yeah.
It's a different kind of beast.
All right, cool. All right, just the character profiles. All right, please forgive my
Character
pronunciation.
profiles first.
Ula
All right.
Magnusson, age 15, clicks, pretty, and popular. Oh wait, hold on. Let me change the music because this music is. Give me a second. All right.
Is it hype?
It's
I
it's
can't
it's
hear the
pretty hype. It's
wow.
pretty hype. I'm just gonna
Right, right,
change it a little so it's a little less hype while we're while we're doing this. Okay, hold on. That
right,
should
right.
be nice. All right. Ulla was born in Norway to her parents Andreas and Marianne. When Ulla was nearing her 13th, her mother, for the lack of a better word, realized she's not into men anymore and decided to divorce her husband and move away. Eula, being a minor, was dragged with her all the way to the United States, where she lives with her and Sydney, her mom's girlfriend. When she was 15, she was enrolled in Rose High, with her father paying for the most of it, wanting to give his daughter a good education all the same. She does go to her mom's for holidays and rarely flies back to Norway to visit her dad and older sister Siv, who stayed behind. That's Eula or Ula Magnusson, character for Ursula Arch, Morningstar. And next we have Cleopatra Hassan. Given name was localized to Cleo, also 15. Clicks nerd, pretty, loner. Her backstory. Cleopatra was born in Egypt as the only daughter to an absent pair of scholars. Her father, Abdul, was an accomplished historian, and her mother, Sarah, was a curator with the keenest of eyes, both jobs keeping them busy most of the time. Cleopatra did not mind, focusing her ample free time on studying, broadening her horizons, and finding out what satisfies her most. While most other girls snuck out after dark to meet with the boys or rioted about some transgression their parents made, Cleopatra found that a peaceful evening at home with an open book and listening to music was perfectly fulfilling. Her family moved to the States last year due to rising tensions in the regions, seeking refuge from the political troubles of the Middle East. The rich city of LA was the perfect place, and all three members of their family acclimated quickly, with a few other members planning on relocating in the coming months. Here we have a ref sheet of Cleopatra. And next we have Lady Guinevere Gwen Byron, also 15, clicks popular, nerd, jock. Her backstory. Born into a family of British nobility, Gwen had a lot on her shoulders from day one. Her parents moved to LA as part of their new positions in a diplomatic role for the UK, and they enrolled her in this school to maintain her education. Gwen doesn't flaunt her status, But she can't do much to hide it either. She just does her best to behave casually and politely to others in the hopes that they don't assume her personality based on her heritage. Nice little reference image of Gwen. And then finally, Quilt's character, Josefina Jo Jones. Also age 15. Anime Ann, loner. Her short backstory. Born from a Filipino mom and an American dad, Josefina Jones got immersed in her mother's culture and even taught her some words from her language, although she can't shake the feeling that her mom's hiding something from her. She attended Rose Prep to find new friends and hopefully do something other than playing video games. Perhaps a life adventure awaits her here. All right, we have the four leading ladies of this adventure that we're gonna embark on. Also, yes, Twilight Melody, you are a potato. Feel free to change that. There is a little section underneath this stream that you can change your appearance.
Yeah, true.
All right.
I'm stuck with the.
You're stuck with cabbage?
Yeah, because stream avatars don't work on the
Oh.
for some reason.
No worries. And then
But I like the low face. I like the low face. So I decided to keep it.
Yeah, nice. All right. Let's see.
So,
Uh-huh.
okay, so next one is the prologue on the archive.
Okay. What I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to, whoops. Hold on. I'm going to try and pop you up here. It's going to be a bit of an there we go. Okay, so we can see the fan art of Joe on this side. All right. Where should lead me? Where should I go?
Most of them were commissions.
Okay.
Most of them commissioned except for one where she's holding a SPAS 12. That is a raffle prize.
Okay.
And the birthday hat is a gift from my artist who worked on that. Who worked on her character sheets.
Ah. Nice.
And then most of them are commissions.
They're very cool. Very, very cool. It's always nice to have
Right.
images of your character.
Yeah, true. Next is prologue.
All right, let's go to prologue. All right, there's a lot here.
There
First
are
look.
4 threads.
Yeah, I see.
One for each character.
Okay. Do you want to start on Josefina's? Or how would you like to structure it?
I think they're standalone in their way, so you can do any order.
Okay, well, let's do this. Since most of the stream, I think, is mostly for Josefina, if I'm correct. Feel free to correct me. I'm gonna mostly focus on
Right.
Josefina's arc through this season 1. So I'll start with the first look
Right.
here, and then we can, if you think like, oh, let's pull in Guinevere's because that's important for this other section, we can do that too.
Yeah, true.
All right, cool. Let's go into. Hold on. This is a new format. How do I see all threads? Okay, so it's over here. I can read over there.
No, wait,
No?
no.
Yeah.
There's a expand
Button.
button.
There's an expand button.
Expand thread
See all threads?
on the top side. I don't
side.
see it. Alright, there we go.
Oh. Where is
On
it?
the other side. Wait,
Other side?
I don't have a mobile. I don't have desktop, so I can't teach you how to expand thread.
Yeah. This is
So yeah, that's pain. That's scuff.
That's okay. Here, I got this.
Joe-
Oh,
the-
is this
the
it?
Joe
Did I do it?
Stopped
Did I do it?
Thomas Cup strikes again. Yeah.
Hashtag Thomas Scuff is amazing. All right, I think I did it though. I think I did it.
Right,
I did it.
Nice.
I did it. Woo! All right, here we go. There we
Let's
go.
go.
All right, so
Alright.
GM Bot is just narrating, and I see.
GMBot is what. Okay, how did we come up with the bots? and
Yeah.
stuff?
Uh-huh.
We use a service called Copperbox.
Okay.
which is I'm gonna demonstrate to you on VC Text real quick. So if you head over there, so there is some commands that you can do on wait no not not um not okay, so I'm confused now.
No
Okay,
worries.
so
How
in
about this?
if
We'll discuss how you did the bot section afterwards in after I read a bit, is I think
fair enough, fair enough,
No
fair enough.
worries, no worries.
Right.
Chill. This is a chill stream. I'm just here to like
Yeah.
share your work and make sure I do it respectfully and accurately. So.
We are in Dubai. We
All
are in
right.
Dubai,
Okay.
baby. Alright,
Also,
so
you're gonna have to coach me on Joe's voice. So when I do it, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to like maybe do a little of tweak in there. All right.
alright.
All
No,
right.
no, you can just do it on your
Okay.
own way. But she's more of a um, strong, like accented voice. Not strong accented voice, a slightly accented voice.
Okay.
To be honest, because she's mostly she grew up in LA, so
Oh.
her pronunciation is more of an American, but
Okay. All right. I
there
will. I
are
will.
Filipino words I inserted in the prologue,
Okay.
but their translations are in bracket story. They're in parentheses.
All right. I will do my best. We will. We will charge ahead. All
Alright.
right. Here we go. It is the morning of the first day of school. The city's low in energy at first, then slowly, the city wakes up. Cars zoom by, either passing through the city to get to somewhere else or commuting to work, school, college. The first thing Josefina Jones did was to check on her phone for updates. She had no notifications regarding her games, nor a message from her family, except for her brother Jed, which sent her a "good luck on your school" message with a smiling emoji on it. She chuckles and places the phone on the bed. She'll play her games later. Study now. But first, she takes a bath, and she changes into her uniform. Now I'm ready. Let's do this. She then grabs her phone in her backpack filled with school supplies and went out the dorm. Josefina would find that the first two dining halls were full, while the third is open. There's an assortment of fruits and breakfasts, along with jugs of orange juice. There's some people sitting near already. Oh, hold on, let me change the music. Sometimes it's because it's on shuffle. I'm like, I'm never sure what is gonna happen. Okay, there's some people sitting already.
It's unexpected. We love unexpected.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Jo then went to the third dining hall and tried to avoid people as best as she can. She then grabbed some breakfast and OJ on a tray and sat on a secluded area. She just hoped no one notices her. She's still nervous. So many people. There's a crack of thunder outside. A girl sitting near you jerks awake, eyes blown wide open. I'm gonna censor myself, Kulit, just so you know. I'm gonna, every time it's the F word, I will say heck.
Right, fair enough, fair enough.
Oh.
We are family friendly this stream.
Does she have an accent? Ga heck.
Yeah, I think.
Didn't I expect a thunderstorm? She grumbles a little more, then shoves a pancake in her mouth without chewing. She jumped and got scared by the sudden presence. Whoa! Where did you come from? Oh god, there's a person. Please don't be awkward. Jo? She scowls at you, maple syrup dripping from her lips. Respect your seniors, brat! She sneers. I've been here since the damn hall was open. She shoves in another pancake. Heckin' juniors, acting like they own the heckin' place. I will not attempt to speak the language, I'm so sorry. But,
That's,
shit. I can do that part.
person in there. You can skip the italic,
Okay.
italic part. But
I can do
their
the
translations are the rough translations are on bracket
Okay,
are
alright.
backstory.
Okay,
There are on parentheses.
okay. Also,
And
hello,
what should I
Tito!
do? Like, hey, Alexani, what up?
Alright.
Welcome to the paradise.
Exactly! Welcome to the GURPS reading. I'm doing. Alright, I'll continue. Everything inside her head is screaming at her. I am genuinely sorry. I haven't seen you there. I'll just head over to another table now, she said apologetically and awkwardly. She started to take the tray away and move towards the next empty table. She hopes no one's around for real. Heck off and stay away, she tells you, before resuming shoving the pancakes in her mouth. Another bolt of lightning strikes the bush outside, which falls to ashes. Wait! Hold on, cool it. Is this Thor? Wait! Sorry, no.
No,
Okay. That's not Thor. Alright. Sorry.
Thor is in the middle of season 1.
Okay.
Thor's in the middle of season 1. That's a light spoiler for you all.
Okay, alright.
Thor is
I
in the
won't.
middle of season
Spoiler.
1.
Yes.
I think it's season 1 or season 2, whatever.
Okay, alright.
But Thor is among us.
Ah,
Just so to speak.
Among Us.
For the people out there, Thor is among us.
Okay.
He is Sophie.
Alright. Heckin' loser. She acts like she owns this entire school. Just before she finds another table, the lightning strike made her jump and shout with intensity even she didn't know she had. Ah! She then looked around in a nearby window and saw a bush that was burnt into ashes. The heck's going on? I need to get away from these people.
Okay. That word is the most popular
Oh.
word in the.
Put-
That curse is the most popular
Okay.
curse, even to foreigners.
Okay.
So, just a fun fact.
Okay.
If you encounter some Filipinos, they
Uh-huh.
might bait you into saying that.
Oh really? Do you want me to say it? Are you?
No.
Okay.
No,
If it's gonna be.
I'll say it.
Oh.
Putang ina.
There you go. I'll just point to you, cool it, and you can say it for
Hey
me.
Jay, welcome to the stream. Welcome
Whoa,
ladies
what?
and gentlemen.
Yo, Jay! Hello! Thank you for the raid! Oh wait, did it not go? Did a stream alert sounds not... Wait a minute! Stream alerts, why? I tested this yesterday and all, too. I don't understand. Hello!
The Thomas Cuff
The
strikes
Thomas Scuff strikes again! Alright, let me give a shout out to you real quick. Welcome, Boba Dragon Cafe folks. How
again.
was...
Here comes the Bobes from the cafe.
The
JV2,
Bobes!
Boba Obsessed Dragon here to steal your
Hey,
Boba.
wara! Okay, Jay,
Let's get it!
it's a Tama in non-Tamago form. I know, right? We have, okay, so to my left, right, it's Coolit. Coolit, say hello.
Yeah,
How are...
no, that's my original character. It's Josefina Jones. Colette and Joe are
Josefina.
two separate beings.
Hey.
They're two separate. They're two separate.
Yes. Coolit does
Basically,
not
I
look
separate
like
myself from
Josefina.
Joe.
Sounds good. How
Yeah.
was
General.
Pico Park, by the way, Jay? Before I resume reading, calmly. Oh wait. Come in peace. Offer. No. You can come in as chaotically as you'd like. I do not mind. But I hope the Pico Park went well. Yo! Oh, thank you!
Let's
Aw.
go. Let's go.
Paying it forward. That's so nice. Thank you.
How about cringe final offer? You can be cringe. You can do whatever. Just
Bring on the
don't break the
cringe.
rules.
Bring on the puns. Bring on the dad jokes. Come to you,
We come to
Barry.
you bearing a heavy sanity point there.
Wait, what? What?
That's cute.
Wait, what happened? What happened in stream? What happened? What happened in J stream that you have come bearing a sanity point death? Oh no.
It
Oh.
should have been chaotic.
Yeah. Well, hopefully,
Uh,
so as I'm gonna be hopefully just relaxingly and having fun reading some of Coolit's writing.
Belligerent.
Very, thank you. Like, I know how hard it is to share things, so I'm going to be reading respectfully. Thank you for letting others see what you have been writing and working on with your community GURPS. So we'll feel free to also, Cool, if you see questions in chat from anyone, feel free to just answer away while while I'm reading as well. Oh,
I,
went
I
well?
forgot to
Huh?
I forgot to retweet your tweet, Elmao.
Oh no,
Get
you're good.
W.
You're
So yeah.
good. You're good. It was fun, Jay.
Went well.
It was fun.
That well doesn't sound well. I'm suspicious.
Sus well, a quote unquote fun well. All right. Well, hopefully this stream you guys can kick back, relax, lurk, eat, sleep, whatever you got to do, relax from your heavy sanity point death. And enjoy the reading. Enjoy the reading as I go. We're gonna read from Coolit's writings until like 10:30, so another like 45-ish minutes, and then I'm gonna switch over for a little bit of prologue with another book called Life and Limb. And so
yeah.
hang
So
out.
basically,
Mm-hmm.
alright. So
Yeah.
eat, sleep, and learn in that order. Okay. So we will cover a little bit of episode,
Yeah.
little bit of season 1
Uh-huh.
for this. We can do future reading streams with the rest.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So it's gonna take a while. We have 31 episodes.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to cover all of that today. This is just a taste of
Yeah.
what has been happening. I know your community has done a lot of writing on this, and it's in
Yeah,
RP form.
It's going on for a year.
Yeah.
And it honestly blows me away that I had this character for a year and I love her so much.
Oh, I'm
She's so
glad.
good.
But yeah.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna keep reading, and then we'll catch up as we go along. But yeah, if anyone else also has things they want me to read in the future, feel free to let me know, and I can do something similar. All right, we're gonna continue on.
Alright, Blue Budget 3000, enjoy the stream and have fun lurking, have fun chilling.
Absolutely.
Be here. We're just gonna be here.
We're just gonna be here. All right.
Alright.
A girl nearby looks at you in irritation, and keeps sipping at a glass of oat milk. She ignores the girl that's staring at her and eats her breakfast. While she eats, she thinks about the burning bush and that girl from earlier. My first day of school, and it's ending up to be a disaster. Am I cursed or something? End scene. Is she cursed? Cool it, is she cursed? Spoilers!
Soon, TM.
Alright, so that was prologue.
Soon, TM.
Soon TMM. Alright, so just after this is the start of episode 1, correct?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Shall I What's up?
Alright, move to episode 1.
Okay,
if
I
you want
moved
to.
episode 1.
Or you can read the others, but
Okay.
let's move to episode 1.
Alright. Shall I start at the very beginning, or is there a place you want me to start at?
At the very beginning, scroll all the way up.
In the beginning, there was darkness! No, I'm joking, that's not how it starts.
Beginning.
There was
You
light!
can hide.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. You can hide the member count.
Boop.
You can hide the
There you
list of
go.
names.
There you go. Alright. We're back. We're back, everyone. Alright, episode 1.
Let's go.
You and your friends decide to go shopping in a nearby mall for supplies and anything else. You hear that the food court's food is excellent, especially the tacos. And after a stressful day at school, it's probably best to unwind. I guess hanging out would be fun. She's currently trailing 3 other people from school to hopefully reach the fabled taco stand that was rumored to be one of the best tacos in the city. And she's also going to the mall, so that's a nice bonus. Oh, does Guinevere have an accent? Does she have like a British accent? Time to flex my British? I shall do it. We shall make Guinevere
very,
British.
Very light.
Very light? Okay.
Very light. Very light. But because she's mostly race. Wait. You can do full-on British accent because she's the daughter of the what you call this, the delegation
Okay. All right.
for the UK. So
Okay. Even when they're not talking.
you can do that.
Okay, so even when they're not talking, if Guinevere Byron's saying something, I'm gonna just use that voice. All right. Cool.
Yeah, if you're going to be saying something, you can use that voice. But
Alright.
but generally you don't need to.
Okay.
On the just the text one.
All right. Sounds good. We're gonna flex my British.
Alright,
Nearest to her, also somewhat trailing, is Gwen, She looks around the mall as they walk around trying to spot the taco stand. Ah, basta. I'm trailing someone to find...
Basta.
Ah, basta!
Yeah.
I'm trailing someone to
Basta.
find the taco stand. They say that mall is huge. You can always ask where it is at. Oh, wait, does Cleo have an accent? Oh my gosh, I should have asked this beforehand.
Oh, she doesn't.
Okay. You can always
She doesn't.
you can always ask where it is at the information booth. This floor's
But
Huh?
technically she does, but I don't know because she moved from Egypt to LA. But maybe there's a very light I don't know what Egyptian accent. I don't know what Egyptian accent sounds like. Just
No
we're
worries.
just gonna wing it.
Yeah, we're just gonna be very cool. Also, let me change music real
Yeah,
quick.
just wing it. Just wing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You can always ask where it
Just
is at the
wing
information
it.
booth. This
Nice.
floor's This floor should be nearby. Cleo chimes in after all the searching. She wasn't particularly excited for tacos, but it was a nice change of pace to get out of school and experience some new things. She wore her headphones, but kept the music off, just to drown out the ambient chatter and noise. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna turn up, just because I'm reading a little quieter, I'm gonna turn up my volume just a little. Oh, and of course, as I say that, Ula chimes in. All right! Ula finally runs towards the group, cheerfully smiling. Who's ready for some shopping? Oh, maybe we can even hit up the arcade after this? I heard they have pool tables now. Should be fun. Your noses are hit with the smell of fresh tacos being made. You see a smallish taco stand with a hulking Mexican man behind the counter with a truly bushy mustache. He is flipping tacos, cooking tortillas, and cooking both bean patties and chicken patties. A sign on the top of the stand says, Muchachos Taqueria. Taqueria.
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
wait. Wait. There is
Mm-hmm.
a fun fact about this character.
Okay. Yeah.
He will be useful in the later episodes.
Ah, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Muchachos Taqueria.
There is something within that guy.
Okay. Okay.
There's something within that guy. That's it.
All right.
He is the same case as Ula
Okay.
or Yula, whatever.
Ah.
He
All
has
right.
the same case as Yula
Okie doke.
and Yula's sister.
Sounds good. Seems we no longer need to search, she said with a smile, then began walking up to the stand. I see it, she thought. She was filled with excitement and follows the blonde girl to the taco stand. Ah, finally, let's go, she says. Oh, I'm in. Never had tacos before back home, to be honest. She walks up to the stand, excited to try something new out. Unsurprising, none of us are really local. Cleo sighs and stands with the rest, looking at the various options. The man notices you all and waves. He points to a sign by his side, which reads, El Vercho... Oh boy, my... please, pronunciation's gonna be bad, y'all. El Vercho...
Yeah.
Vercho is deaf and mute. Please tap the counter to get his attention. Gracias.
Yeah, El Vercho is El Vercho has
Vercho.
the same case as
Alright,
Yula.
sounds good.
That's what I'm going to say for this.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
If you ask me, it makes things more interesting. She gives a playful wink and then reads the sign. Does anyone know sign language? I don't know, maybe it'll help. Sadly, I do not. As you say that, he points to another sign. El Vercho can also read lips, so you do not need to know sign language. Please speak your orders slowly. This is hilarious that he has signs for this. It's come up so often that he needs signs. I don't. Cleo opens her phone and tries Googling how to say hello in sign language, then tries to make the hand gesture. Alberto also points to a few more signs. They are the menu with pricings and medium quality photos of the finished tacos. Seeing the sign, she approaches the counter and taps it, making eye contact and speaking. Good day. I would like a medium taco and lemonade, please. Taking one of the menus, she browses them over, thinking about it. Hey Joe, you've had tacos before, right? Any recommendations? I don't think I've had real tacos. All I've tasted are Jamaican patties. They're like tacos, but different. Joe then inspects the taco selection on the signs. She hopes to find really good ones. Alberto nods his head excitedly. A homeless man hobbles up to the stand behind him and taps his shoulder, then signs something. Alberto nods excitedly, then packs some tacos and gives them to the man, who hugs him and hobbles away. He turns back and starts preparing their orders. Ula shrugs and taps the counter after Gwen. "I'll have a large spicy chicken taco with extra chicken, please," she says with an ear-to-ear grin. Joe taps the counter and motions towards her and Eula. "I'll have the same order as her." I also pointed to the spicy chicken item on the menu. "Oh, and add some spiciness to it." And add some spiciness to it," she says slowly, hoping for Alberto to catch on what she's
Want
saying.
extra spice.
I love spicy shit. This gonna be good. Oh, Tito says plot twist. Josefina had piment tacos from Borderlands 2? I'm actually not sure what piment tacos are. Do you know, Kulit?
Yeah, we never played Borderlands 2, as you can see.
Tito, I might
Yeah,
ask you
yeah.
for photos later.
Right.
Cleo takes a bit longer to read the sign. What does muy caliente mean? Very hot, I believe. It's a spicy dish, it seems. Oh, so that's what that is. Joe taps again and motions towards Alberto. Actually, I'll have a muy caliente taco with extra meat instead. She then points to the taco in question. Honestly, I just want to get some good food. It's been a while since breakfast and I could eat a horse. Shame, as it doesn't seem horse is an option on this menu. I see. Thanks. Cleo taps the counter as well when her turn to order arrives. 1 bean patty taco, please. Oh, ha ha, Gwen. Ula rolls her eyes at the British girl playfully. In a few moments, your orders are ready and piping hot in front of paper plate in front of you. Alberto bows slightly, then keeps working. He also taps on another sign, which says, cash only payments. Cleo takes out $1 and places it on the counter. Ula fishes through her pockets, pulling out some crumpled bills that have clearly seen more organized days, and puts them on the corner. Thank you very much! She smiles and takes her taco. Joe then paid $5 to the counter. She plans on giving the $2 change as her tip. And Cleo doesn't forget to Google the sign language for thank you, gesturing to Alberto before taking hers. Alberto bows, then picks out 4 tulips and hands them to you, bowing again. Then he gets back to work. Gwen pulls out an old-fashioned coin purse, snaps it open, and pulls out $5. Keep the change. Thank you for your service, good sir, she tells him as she hands the bill over. Then she takes her order and the tulip. Ula takes the tulip, happily placing it in her hair next to her ear. Now, let's eat. She looks over her taco and grins as she opens her mouth and utterly decimates it, much like the Vikings of old. At that, Ula's appetite truly knows no bounds. As planned, Joe gave out the $2 change as a sign of gratitude. Thank you, sir. Please keep the money, she says before taking the taco and the tulip. Gwen stares at Ula, wide-eyed, a mixture of awe and disgust on her face. Wouldn't you have preferred to sit down before eating? How do I eat this? It looks like everything will fall out as soon as I take a bite. Do I start from the side or from the top? Also, cool it. I'm gonna start saying occasionally like Joe says or Cleo says, just so that.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
You can do that.
Okay, cool.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Actually, we just left it out because it's faster.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
agree with Gwen, Joe said. Let's sit down at the nearby table first. Nah. If I waited until we sat down, I wouldn't be able to do this. Ula taps the counter and places another $3 in advance. Hit me up with another one like last time. Joe was surprised. There were no words to describe what had transpired. Oh dear. She's almost rendered speechless. Wouldn't it be more practical to order multiple tacos at once? It's less back and forth hassle for the chef. Eula, you shouldn't eat while standing. It's poor manners, not to speak of unhealthy. Cleo gestures to one of the nearby free tables. I mean, yeah, but I wanted to taste one first. Eula shrugs. Alberto smiles widely and places another taco on her paper plate. Jo silently pockets a tulip on her skirt pocket and just observed what is going on. Okay, now let's go sit down. Eula takes her second taco, leaving the remainder as tip, and turns to the group. Gwen seats herself at the nearest table, puts a bag on the chair next to her and the tulip on top of that. She picks up the taco and takes a bite from the side. Eula sits down next to Gwen, taking her time and enjoying her meal more this time, and still demolishing another large taco within a matter of a minute or so. Before Jo could plan on ordering her second taco, she saw the others going towards the table. Another taco. The other taco can wait later. She then followed her schoolmates to the same table. Cleo sits down as well, and takes a few seconds to observe how a taco should be eaten. Definitely not taking Eula's first example before trying a small bite. A few tastes later, she starts taking bigger bites while trying to not make a mess. Jo then took her first bite and felt the spiciness. She knows she can survive this level of spice, as she had eaten a Bicol Express by herself. I am Uragon, a term from the Bicol province. I can do this.
Alright.
Huh?
Alright. So about Bicol Express, it's a popular dish from the Bicol region, which is mostly made out of coconut milk and then some meat and vegetables. But there is multiple chilies there. So there is bird's eye chili, green chili. So basically that's why she can tolerate spice.
Gotcha. All right. Cool.
Right. All right.
About halfway through his taco, Gwen realizes the taco may soon get messy, and she puts the taco down to drink some lemonade and put a napkin on her lap before continuing to eat. And after a minute or two, Eula gives out a large, very unladylike burp. At the very least, she had the decency to cover her mouth before doing so. Man, that was good! That old man is a treasure! Unbelievable that he charges so little. I'd have happily paid double for those. Jo then slowly finished her tacos and drank her water bottle. She almost downed half its contents. She wiped some taco crust from her mouth using a tissue as well. Gwen swallows the last bite of her meal. Bless you, she says to Eula, then uses her napkin to wipe the corners of her mouth and take another drink of lemonade. Thanks! Eula smiles at her, not realizing she had a piece of chicken stuck between her teeth. Jo then took a small piece of candy she has in her bag and popped it in her mouth.
Yeah.
The white candy wrapper said, Max. Is that a hint towards the future? Right there?
No. That is just a brand name for that is just a brand name from a Filipino candy. It's called Max and it's menthol candy.
Oh, Filipino candy. That's really cool. I didn't know that. Max.
Yeah.
Cleo's still only halfway through eating the taco, taking long pauses to chew and enjoy the taste. For street food, it was very well made, with care and affection. I wouldn't mind coming here occasionally. Jo then drank again from her water bottle, and she covered her mouth to burp. Oh Lord, thank you for the food. Hell yeah! We can totally make a group outing out of this! Hell, we can do study sessions here too. Studying and tacos sound a lot better than studying and not tacos. Eula giggles. Jo said, Yeah, I guess. It's nice to meet y'all. Mm-hmm, Eula replied. Surprised we never really hung out before. I concur. We should most definitely meet here more often. You're all very nice. Gwen smiles shyly, feeling encouraged to be genuine for once. Guys, I feel like something's wrong with all of this, Joe said. Bruh, first the freak storm, my cursed day at school, and now this. Something's not adding up. In what way? Eula raises an eyebrow. I don't know, I just, feel it? Maybe it's the sky. Sky? Maybe it's my shitty day at school earlier, plus the freak lightning storm that set a bush on fire. Wait. You saw that too? Eula said. I saw a bird get fried. Eula looks at her with eyes wide. So it's not just me then, Joe said. Bruh, I am incredibly sus. But the storm is long past. It's sunny now, Gwen said. What could possibly be wrong with fair weather? Eula couldn't help but chuckle. Wait, did you use bruh and sus unironically? Just bruh, Joe said. I love that word. Fair, Eula grins. Still. She looks outside, trying to figure out what's weird about it. Wait, has Cleo said anything? I think she also feels what I felt. Please be true. Cleo is looking upwards, her expression both blank and concerned at the same time. She spent the past minute scanning her surroundings rather than chatting about it. Something is wrong. Maybe it's something in the taco? I'm still not sure what you're talking about. Eula does start looking worried, though. Suddenly, it's almost as if time is stopped. A bean patty floats in the air mid-flip, and Alvercho is frozen in place. Other people are frozen in place as well. It's almost like somebody hit the pause button on the world. Is it just me? Or is everything just frozen? Said Gwen. What the heck? Eula looks around, mildly panicked. No, it's not just you. What the heck is going on? Either we've been drugged, Cleo said, or poisoned. Gwen replied, if that were the case, why would this stand be so highly recommended? Something stranger is afoot. I don't think that there's any drug out there that can literally stop time, Cleo, Eula said. Maybe it's death then, Cleo replied. And this is the duat. No, I refuse to believe we died, Eula said. Sadly, there is an odd wetness in the air. A storm cloud somehow brews indoors, high above you. No, it's just time froze, except for us four, Joe said. I don't know how this happened, but this should mean something. Wait. She then realized. The tulips. Maybe it's the one that anchored us. Eula tightens the one she was wearing to her hair a bit more. But they're just flowers. Gwen grabs her flower to inspect it, mostly to prove Joe wrong. Think about it, Joe said. Why is everyone else frozen in time, but we aren't? Also, is it me, or is the air wetter? Eula finally looks up. What the heck? What are you talking about? She then looked to the sky, and Joe saw a storm cloud inside a mall. Bruh. Gwen also looks up, and her heart skips a beat when she sees the cloud. Is lightning going to strike us? She recoils and curls up, panicking like with the storm earlier. I don't know, Joe said. Maybe it's also frozen in time like the others? The storm cloud solidifies into a huge, almost 13-foot tall creature made of storm clouds and rain, and hail. 2 eyes form on it, with almost unnaturally yellow bolts of lightning. The creature grows 5 arms and 2 legs and starts wreaking havoc on the frozen visitors. People go flying, get singed, yet do not make a sound. They clatter on the polished floor like bowling pins striking the ground. Hey, yo, what the heck? Jo screams at the top of her lungs. What in the godforsaken bloody hell is happening? Gwen replied. Let's run. Cleo doesn't wait for approval and turns around, bolting away as fast as she could. Run! Eula scrambles to get off the table, then tries to run off with the others away from the thunder creature. We should run. Now! Tara! She still holds...
Yes, you nailed it.
I
you
did!
nailed it.
Alright,
Let's
nice!
go.
Woo! Jo still holds onto that tulip for dear life because she doesn't know if she's gonna freeze when she lets it go. Wait for me! Gwen gets up and grabs her bag, the tulip still in her hand, and bolts after Cleo and Eula. Good thing I still have my bag on my back, Jo thought. The monster notices you and throws an appendage out. A bolt of lightning makes a strike out to you, but is interrupted by a greenish dome. A strange creature blinks into existence, seeming to cast a shield. The creature looks back at you four, grinning. What's the voice of Kiwi the bunny dog?
You can use the ooh voice.
Okay. Also, Tito, Thundercats are on the loose.
Thundercats are on the loose as well.
Alright, the ooh voice. Here we go.
Hiya, y'all. How's it going? Nice weather, huh?
Oh, good lord, what is this? Gwen responds mostly from shock. No room for rationale right now. Stay back! Eula tries to swing her backpack at the green creature. Cleo blinks once, before stopping to look at the weird creature, seemingly unsurprised anymore. Not really. It's raining indoors and there's a huge monster. Who are you? Go away, creature, Jo thought.
Hey, I'm here to
The creature grunts, then shouts something in another language. A green thorn manifests and spears itself through the monster's torso, which is ineffective.
Brutus balls. I need to get a better move.
You know what? Jo said.
Screw it.
Heck it. Screw it. Entertain us. Cleo's right. There's a lot of weird shit going on right now, and I need you to explain everything.
Give me a second, Joey. Give me a dang...
It shouts something else, and the storm's creature's torso explodes, showering everything else in rain. It screams as it disappears. The creature wipes its forehead.
I only dispersed it. Quick, hold out your arms. I need to do this really fast before it remanifests.
Cleo holds out her hand towards the creature, nodding slowly. Gwen becomes so overwhelmed she covers her face with her hands. When the creature tells her to hold out their arms, she shies away. Why? What is going on? Do what? Eula breathes heavily, clearly confused and overwhelmed, but raises her hand on instinct all the same.
My name is Kiwi. Now quick, hold out your arms. Do you want to save El Viejo or whatever his name is or not?
I just want to understand what is happening and stop this chaos, Gwen said. Nonetheless, she holds out her arms but squeezes her eyes shut and turns her head away in fear. All right, I'll do it. Jeez. Jo holds out her hand. The newly named Kiwi floats in front of you.
Okay, now repeat after me. I, my name, hereby swear to protect the world from star beasts as a magical girl. Let me have my destined powers. Quick, say it.
I, Josefina Jones, hereby swear to protect the world from star beasts as a magical girl. Let me have my destined powers. She basically screamed amidst all the chaos. Maybe she's indeed cursed. I, Cleopatra Hassan, hereby swear to protect the world from star beasts as a magical girl. Let me have my destined powers. Eula takes a deep, deep breath and tries to find her courage. She could protect others. That was enough. I, Eula Magnusson, hereby swear to protect the world from star beasts as a magical girl. Let me have my destined powers. Gwen freezes, her mind hazily processing the words and tries to draw some understanding. And yet no conclusion she drew made sense. With all this, she had no choice but to throw logic out the window and accept things at face value in order to save herself and her new friends. I, Lady Guinevere Byron, hereby swear to protect the world from star beasts as a magical girl. Let me have my destined powers. Kiwi gives an unnatural grin and tears off 4 antennae. They float at you and merge in the middle of your palms, forming a straight line-shaped scar. Suddenly, you are all enveloped in a bright flash of light. As the flash of light dissipates, Eula stands there, clothed in what looks like a mixture of old traditional Norse clothes and a more modernized outfit for a girl her age. With a braid next to her ear, a gown of feathers on her side, she looks at the forming storm with added courage, raising her hands to the sky. Then, from thin air, they come. Her weapons. It felt so natural, so normal, even though it was the first time she called upon them. A blade, apparently 2 meters in length, and yet despite that, easily wielded by the warrior, appears in her right. And a shield, adorned with blue stars and intricate markings, appeared to her left. She lowers her arms and rests the blade over her shoulder. Call me Sigurd, she ponders. A new name, befitting a hero. She can do this. She can save everyone else. The light only gets stronger with each passing minute, burning like the sun until Cleopatra steps out of it, taking a deep breath, as if her first. Her body is wrapped in an ashen-colored silk robe, a similar cloth covering her head like a hood, with golden ornaments adorning her legs, arms, neck, hair, and forehead, among which can be seen the Eye of Horus, a golden scarab, and an Ankh charm. The bright light recedes, shining from behind her like a brilliant backlight, reflecting off of the golden baubles. When she opens her eyes, she exudes an aura of complete dominance, zero hesitation, and complete, utter determination. I don't know what the heck's going on, but after I said that, I was engulfed in a flash of light. Jo closed her eyes, as the clothes fall off my back or change to something else. I felt fast, like the wind. The wind sings to me. Her name is Amihan, and she's giving me some control over the wind. I feel light on my feet, like I could bounce on the clouds. After a few seconds, I was changed. I didn't check my new outfit, but I felt like the winds were jumping in my veins. Kind of like electricity, but more serene. As the scar forms on her hand, a bright cluster of sparkling light climbs up her arm and materializes an elegant gauntlet, reminiscent of those from knights. The sparkles crawled all the way to her other arm, materializing an identical gauntlet there too. A similar halo of sparkles enveloped each of her legs and adorned them with matching armored boots. She crosses her arms instinctively, getting a feel for the armor, and upon uncrossing them, a majestic royal cape unfurled behind her, and a staggered skirt robe belted just above her knees. She brings her hands together, and just before they make contact, a thick and mystical-looking tome manifests in her hands. And lastly, a glittering golden crown circlet flashed onto her head, crowning her a hero. Finally, an apparition of a sword in the stone appeared before Gwen. Much like the legends of King Arthur, she realized what she had to do. She reached the hand, the tome in the other, and pulled the sword out, raising it into the air and releasing a final shower of stars. She remembered her fencing classes and felt a brewing courage to put those skills in use.
Great! Amazing! Choose your codenames, quick, before the Star Beast comes!
Kiwi cheers, doing twirls and spins in the air. I'm gonna take Amihan for now, Jo says, rattling off the first name that came to her mind. Sigurd! Sigurd says with a cocky grin. Pharaoh, Cleo says. She freezes for a moment, unsure exactly what to pick. Pressed for time, Gwen picks the first Arthurian legend-based name that came to her mind. Morgana. So, what now? Amihan asked the mysterious being that gave them their new powers. Kiwi was about to say, but a sudden storm brews as the creature becomes visible again. This time, it has 2 glowing gems on its forehead, and it roars. Now? Sigurd points her blade towards the creature. We take this thing down and save everyone. I don't have a weapon. What am I supposed to do? Cleo looks around for something she can use to defend herself. Me as well, Joe said, agreeing with Pharaoh. I didn't know I could summon sword until I did it just now. Who knows? I'm sure you have more than you realize. Ula gives both of them a reassuring look. This better work. Amihan then focused on the winds inside her, and she realized she can augment her physical attacks with her wind powers. She could do those wind blades she saw on TV. But at this level, she can't do it. Same with those smoke clouds from a game she plays a lot lately. Man, why do my powers suck? Amihan decided to move forwards, because she can't kick this monster into oblivion without moving closer. Alright. Alright, let's do... Oh, sorry? What's up?
That is a JoJo reference.
Oh!
That line right there.
Ah, a JoJo reference. Nice.
Yeah, and her name is not actually a JoJo reference. It's more of a Fortnite reference when I first come up with a name. Because Jonesy's real name is actually John Jones.
Oh.
But I needed something that is Filipino sounding, and I decided to go with the Hispanic name.
Ah, Josefina. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool little tidbit there for the chat.
Yeah.
All right, Sigurd says. Let's do this. She takes a large step forward and swings her blade mightily at the monster. A swing does a decent chunk of damage to the monster as it stumbles back a little. Cleo takes a step back and tries to focus, closing her eyes while searching for any sign of strength, any hint of power she can call forth. Something. Anything. When she opened her eyes, she saw a small scarab in the palm of her hands, with prismatic carapace and an Ankh charm printed on its wings. It chitters and chirps, jumping onto Cleo's robe, attaching itself like a charm. The scarab emits a high-pitched screech, albeit a weak one, and flaps its wings, making the Ankh symbol glow. A large force field of golden, shining energy envelops all of them in a large radius, blocking out the rain, lightning, and thunder. See? I told you got this! Sigurd gives Pharaoh a thumbs up. Amihan felt a little bit boosted. She turns around and saw Pharaoh glowing for a bit. Amihan flashed her a thumbs up and a smile before she turned around to face the monster again. Now engulfed with a magical glow, Gwen felt more confident than she had ever had in her life. She knew that to win, they would have to play it smart. If Ula Sigurd were attacking right away, it would keep the beast distracted for her to make a more precise strike. So she dashed forward, opposite from Ula, hoping to find a weak spot and catch it by surprise. The now named Star Beast roars and sends a bolt of lightning right at Amihan, but the gold force field intercepts the blow. It stamps its foot in apparent anger.
Right. So, fun fact, we had to use rolls for this.
Yep.
So, in GURPS, there is a combat phase. This is a combat phase. We had to use rolls for whatever attack we cast. So, we decided to do dice rolls. There's a dice roll channel. So everything is decided by dice rolls.
Gotcha.
Using abilities, powers, etc.
Okay. So all of what what I'm going to read next is by chance, by luck.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's see what happens. Amihan then tried to do an augmented wind kick to the Star Beast. Please work. The kick does some spot of damage, and the monster glares down at Amihan. Bruh, Amihan said. She really is cursed. Hey, over here! Sigurd turns around, tracing her finger across the blade as runic letters began to envelop it. Blessed strike! Logi's flame! Suddenly, her blade erupts into fire, and she brings it down on the monster with full intent to burn it. The cut and burn seems to do extra damage to the monster, the storm clouds near its feet catching on fire. It screeches a high note like a bird. With the scarab summoned and the force field erected, Cleo takes a few steps back and focuses on staying clear of the large thunder beast's path. She wasn't sure there was much else she could do at the moment, besides keeping the scarab protected. With the beast sufficiently distracted, Gwen raises her sword and prepares to strike, the tome in her hand glowing with a pale blue light. Time to fight a storm with a storm! Gwen swings the blade down at the beast, letting loose a slicing arc of freezing white wind. The wind slices the beast, and it screeches again. The beast attempts to do another lightning strike, but the golden dome flashes again. This time, the lightning ricochets back to the creature, and it roars. Alright, let's do this. Amihan cranks her fist back and executes a punch to the star beast. Let's go. Amihan does damage to the beast, and it roars again. Sigurd moves in front of Amihan, raising her shield and bringing down a swing against the beast in tow. The hit seems to stagger the monster. The gems on his forehead seems to glow with an intensity. Be careful! It's doing something with that gem in its forehead! Cleo calls out, taking cover behind a table while holding onto the scarab, just to make sure she isn't too far away from the others. Your attacks are hitting, but it doesn't seem to be effective. Try to flank the creature, attack it from multiple directions, force it to split its attention between you. After a moment of observation, Cleo's eyes light up in realization. The left knee. It balances most of its weight on that leg. If you stab its inner knee, it will fall. I'm on it! Gwen takes a step forward, widening her stance and gripping her sword with determination. She lets out a determined battle cry and slices again with the arc of freezing white wind, aimed straight for the inner knee. Inner knee. The hit. Inner knee. Inner knee. The hit cripples the monster as it falls to the hit knee, seemingly unable to attack or defend. After Sigurd
damages are and defenses are also based on dice rolls.
Ah.
So the monster also depends on dice rolls as well. So it has a defense roll and a attack roll. So everything's in here are product of dice rolls.
Ah. Nice. Also, Tito, Inani, the next magical girl, she's a chiropractor. Nice. Inani. Oh. All right, let's see. Okay. After Sigurd charged the star beast, Ami tried to trust her instincts. She suddenly tried to do a standing handstand kick and spun around towards its legs. Ami hopes her kick's connected. And the kick does connect, and the monster drops to the ground, destroyed. The storm body dissipates into gentle wind, and the two glittering gems fall to the floor. Kiwi does a victory loop in the air. Gods almighty, this is... Sigurd pauses. Actually not as bad as I thought. All this running would leave me exhausted. So, can we have an explanation now? Please. She looks over at the other animal thingy. Kiwi's still doing loops. It's almost like he's doing them to block you out. Oi! Sigurd walks over, looking at it sternly. You gonna explain anything that just happened? Kiwi stops, then huffs.
Fine, I'll explain.
He floats in the air.
Basically, you are all now magical girls, and you are part of a team. Each team has a mascot, like Moi, who provides them with star barriers. That's what I would have given you if you had gotten hit, and basically acts as their conduit to the Magiverse.
Magiverse? Magiverse? Magiverse?
Magiverse.
Magiverse?
Magiverse.
Magiverse.
Magic Universe.
Magiverse.
Magiverse.
Magiverse. Okay.
This place we are in is called a spatial anomaly of the superluminous kind. We call them Sasks.
But why would you choose us for the task? Seems like quite a rash decision to make. Gwen pauses, still processing everything. And what exactly are magical girls? Girls with powers? Aren't we just sorceresses or superheroes? Kiwi puts one of his arms to his chin.
Well, I chose you because luckily Shining Star is not here. And you are. Speaking of, you need to choose a team name.
Who's Shining Star? Sigurd raises an eyebrow.
Nobody you need to worry about.
Kiwi replied. Clearly we do, if their absence caused us to take on this commitment, Gwen argued sternly. Kiwi sighs.
Shining Star is the magic girl group usually in charge of this area.
Huh. We really need a team name if we're gonna be basically a Black Ops team, Ami said. So, they were either out of commission or out of the area of vicinity, is that correct? Oh! How about Living Legends? Sigurd looks over at Kiwi.
Like I said, usually this is their jurisdiction, but they aren't here, so...
That's not too bad. I like it! Ami beams in excitement. Finally, I have real friends, Joe thought. And we're basically a Black Ops magical girl team that hides in the shadows. Ami then got hit by realization. I must not tell Mom about this. Look, Sigurd said. What's done is done. At least we got everyone here relatively safe. She looks over the crystals dropped by the beast. BT dubs, what's up with those? I think that's the loot drops that each monster leaves behind when they die, Ami said. I think we should split those. She says as she's reminded of those RPG games that she plays in her spare time. Well, not really her spare time, but it counts. Gwen smiles. Living Legends seems like an appropriate name, considering I seem to be a knight of the Round Table and the rest of you embody other mythical stories. She notes matter-of-factly while looking at her sword. Gwen then pauses and looks at Joe. What is a Black Ops?
Anyway,
Kiwi said.
hurry and transform into your normal forms. The Sask is going to collapse soon. I'll explain more once we're somewhere secluded.
How do we do that? Ami asked. Do we just will ourselves back? Alright. Sigurd picks up the two crystals and just takes a deep breath as the flashy garments dissipate, leaving behind Eula.
Oh, good call picking up the gems. Now, hurry!
As he speaks, the people seem to be softening. El Vircho's mustache is slowly flapping, and the flying bean patty is starting to fall. Why not Legends for short? It's catchy, and it doesn't imply that there are other dead legends. Cleo, who has been quiet all this time, chimes in. She's breathing heavily, mostly out of exhaustion due to her newfound powers. That would be our short name. Dibs on the loot. Ami then rushed to the loot drop and claimed a gem. Seeing Eula, Gwen considered that to best de-transform, she should set aside her power, in a way. At that thought, the stone shimmers into being again, and she slides Excalibur back into the slot, causing her garments to disappear and leaving a school uniform in their place. Legends also sounds capital. After picking it up, Jo imagined herself back into human form. And just like that, she's back to being Josefina Jones instead of Amihan. Yeah, breather works, really, Eula said. Still, we have no idea about most of this. Mind giving us a more in-depth explanation on what we signed up for? Eula looks Kiwi's way. The world transforms to normal, and the few people who had been thrown from their positions gasp in surprise. But otherwise, no one seems hurt or scared. Alvercho keeps flipping patties. Kiwi is suddenly no longer in the air, or anywhere. Seems like you need to reconvene elsewhere. All right, Joe said. How about we meet in a secluded place where no one can see us? We can always meet at one of our dorms, Eula said. We have rooms adjacent to each other. May I offer mine? Gwen said. Cleo gasps as she returns to her normal form, and the scarab disappears with all the trinkets and robes. She grabs her chest and leans against the table, taking a couple of very deep breaths. Go ahead. I need a minute. Hey, you alright? Eula walks over to Cleo, looking genuinely concerned. Just out of breath. Pulling Capri out felt like running a marathon. I need to text my mom that I wouldn't be at the dorm for the moment, Joe said. She then whipped out her phone and sent a quick message. Mom, I won't be going back to the dorms at the moment. I have an assignment with my classmates. I'm more surprised none of you are as tired, Cleo said. Wait, Joe said. Shouldn't we be sending emails to the admin about our locations and our estimated time of return to the dorms? She said, realizing what might be a crucial rule. The marks on your palms glow brighter, and you almost think you hear a voice. A familiar, annoyed voice.
Get a move on, you stragglers!
All right, fine, Joe basically shout whispered into her hand. So, Gwen, your place? She asked.
Stop flubbering around. I sense an alley nearby which can lead you to your place of residence, and even if you even think of me as Google Maps, I will strangle you!
What's wrong with Google Maps? Lila raises an eyebrow.
I've had passees call me that. Plus, I'm green.
Well, then Google Maps? Lead the way! Eula chuckles to herself and starts walking. You all move to Guinevere's dorm room, which is mercifully empty. Kiwi comes out, says something in a language, and you are suddenly in a time-frozen Sask. Alright, just so you know, Coolit, we are coming up on the 10:30 mark. I'm going to finish the explanation, and then probably pause there for today. This is pretty cool, though.
Alright.
Pretty cool. Alright.
Alright. Nice.
No problem.
We can do this more often.
Yeah. Alright, let's see.
Like a weekly stream or some sort.
Let's talk about that because
Yeah.
Yeah. I got my own schedule to figure out first, but we'll talk. All right.
Yeah, true.
Cleopatra enters the dorm room last. Oh wait, I missed. So wait, Eula sits down. You can also make those sack thingies out?
It's called a Sask. And yes, every mascot can. Although, you can slip into a Sask when a star beast senses a magical girl nearby.
Cleopatra enters the dorm room last and closes the door behind her, making sure to lock it as well, before finding a free spot to sit down in. Perhaps, instinctively, she reaches out to Kiwi, taking him into her arms as she smiles slightly. Let's start at the beginning. Who or what are you? Where are these monsters coming from? And what is the Magiverse? Kiwi snuggles into Cleo's arms, purring slightly.
The Magiverse is a realm of pure star energy. Star energy is what you use to transform and attack your opponents. The first time you transform, you are given unlimited amount of star energy to use. But from now on, you will have to spend your star energy to attack using magic.
He buries his head into her shoulder and looks up at her with puppy eyes. Okay, Eula said. And what happens if we say, run out? Kiwi looks straight at Eula, his eyes boring into her soul.
You don't want to run out of star energy.
Looks like I don't. Eula moves back a little. Still want to know why, though. And this star energy can be replenished? Cleo asks, placing one of her hands on Kiwi's head, stroking and patting slowly. Unlimited or not, just calling Kefri out. I don't think I can do that more than twice or thrice before I run out. Kiwi purrs again.
Yeah, each star gem replenishes your star energy. You can just press it to your mark, and you will replenish some of it, depending on the gem. Or if you can feed it to me, and I will increase your star barrier.
Huh. So, this is what the crystals are for, right? Eula looks at them. I guess you can have one, Cleo, since you said you used a bunch of it for your beetle thingy. Cleo shakes her head. It wasn't depleted yet. Just felt like it did for a bit. Like Kiwi said, we basically had unlimited amount of star energy on our first transformation. We should keep them safe for now. You never know when we'll need to replenish.
Oh, let me tell you about the star gems.
Kiwi flies out of Cleo's arms reluctantly.
So basically, there are 4 types of gems. Common, uncommon, rare, and super rare. Common gems are blue colored and replenish some of your star energy. Uncommon, a little more than that. Rare, half is more than common, and super rare can top your star energy limit with some to spare. Only issue is that, well, super rares rarely show up anymore. Commons are blue, uncommons are green, rares are white, and super rares glow multicolor.
Josefina, not saying anything, just nods in approval. She began spacing out due to the lecture being boring as hell, but she caught on some important parts.
There is a emphasis.
Emphasized. Boring as hell. Like how rarities of star gems glow different rarity colors, like in her video games. Wait, isn't commons supposed to glow gray or something? Or do rarity colors work differently? Jo finally said, after she snapped out of her musings. Of course, super rares don't show up often. It's in the name itself. Kiwi looks weird at Josefina.
Don't tell me that you play video games.
Yeah, I do. Although, I suck at most of them. Jo says with a smile.
Anyway. Any other questions?
Kiwi asked. Yeah, I got one. Ula thinks for a moment. What about those other things you mentioned? Shining Star? Should we be bothered about them? Kiwi flinches. Then he sighs.
Well, I suppose I should explain.
His ears droop and he floats back to Cleopatra, plopping in her lap.
You can probably guess that there are other magical girl teams. Well, these teams have their own mascots and have control over all Sasks in specific areas. Sasks only generate in cities with high enough populations, so they stay out of rural areas, since Sasks don't generate there. Usually, those teams don't allow other teams to hunt on their turf, but some may be prone to cutting a deal with you.
Is this a heckin' turf war? Eula asked. Did you seriously drag us into a turf war? She looks at him with a mixture of anger and fear. Oh, Jo said. So we should be wary if another team is nearby. We might get in trouble if we fight them head on. I mean, it's been like, what, hours? I have a question as well, Cleo spoke up. Or rather, I haven't received an answer for it yet. What was that monster? And why was it hostile to us? He called it a star beast, Jo said. Not sure where they come from or what their motives are. Kiwi looks away from Eula, ears drooping lower. And also, Jo continued, that Black Ops team comparison is getting more and more real, huh? Don't heckin' look at me that way, Eula said. You dragged us into a turf war, didn't you?
Well, would you prefer I let you die?
He says weakly. That seems to have deflated Eula a bit. Man, I don't know. Eula, don't raise your voice so much. The other team was nowhere to be seen, and if we didn't step in to stop it, people would have gotten hurt. We can worry about the other team a bit later. It's clear they can't be everywhere at once, and LA is a big city. Perhaps they will appreciate some assistance.
Actually, they have covered all of LA.
Kiwi says meekly. Well, I'll be damned, Joe said. Some massive ship must have happened to require their help elsewhere, she said before she realized something major. Wait, we'll cover the entire city? Son of a... Then it looks even more suspicious that they weren't there this time. Cleo pinches Kiwi's cheek softly. After being silent through all this, Gwen finally asks quietly, So, are we going to be covering Los Angeles from now on? Or are we going to split the territory evenly? I see no reason for needless conflict here. Aren't we all on the same side?
No, Kiwi said. The entirety of LA has magical girls governing almost every inch of it. So, if you want to hunt or train, you either will have to move out or you'll have to cut a deal with them.
Oh, thank goodness, Joe said. I thought we would have to go over the entire city. I mean, Eula said. Gwen has a point, though. Aren't we all on the same side here? You know, protecting people from monsters?
See, how do I explain this? Oh, this is like gang leaders and gangs in Chicago,
Kiwi said.
You know, during the Prohibition and all.
You realize none of us are actually from America, right? Eula raises an eyebrow. No clue what you're talking about. Kiwi said.
So you know those old gangster movies, right? It's like that. Have you seen The Godfather?
Nah, Eula said. Kiwi huffs.
Never mind.
I've heard of it. Joe raises her finger up and reluctantly lowers it. Although I didn't watch it. My dad did, though.
Can you please explain to them? Kiwi said. I don't know what I could do to explain.
Eula leans in to listen. Why me? Joe then gets flustered due to Kiwi asking her. All I know is that there's multiple gangs or cliques managing a section of the town. That's all I know, trust me. She then places her hand on her face due to how awkward it went. Even if I have some magical powers, I am still cursed, Joe thought. When will this end? Yeah, but I get that, Eula said. But that doesn't answer the question of why do we have to fight other groups? Aren't we all supposed to work with each other to protect others? Maybe because, Joe said, the supply of those gem thingies are rare, and everyone's gunning for it? She says, her hand on her chin. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, after all. There may be magical girls that are selfish, fixated with amassing as much star gems as they possibly can. So it really is a turf war. Eula shakes her head. Somehow it feels like this magical girl thing isn't just gonna be a fun way to help other people and fight evil monsters. I suppose the best solution is a good old-fashioned diplomacy, Gwen said. We should just talk to them and try and make an arrangement regarding designated territories. Not everything is what it seems, Eula, Joe said. We must make compromises and hard decisions. My mom told me that, and those lessons she taught us all those years ago still apply to this day. She then moves towards Eula and places her hand on her shoulder. We'll work together and protect others from evil monsters, like you said. Eula took a deep breath. Yeah, you're right. Eula looks at Joe a bit more confidently. Team Legends got this.
Great! You get it!
Kiwi cheers. Gwen looks down and whispers under her breath. Hopefully. Alright, and that is where I will end today's Josefina Jones readings before I switch over. Hey, oh, thank you. I hope I did okay with everything. That was pretty cool to read. Thank you for thank you to your Cities of Devils community and yourself for sharing your work. And
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
no
Thank you so much
problem.
for broadcasting Joe to the world, I
Yeah,
guess, in one of your pods.
no worries.
Um,
Happy to read more
we
of.
could continue episode one in the next stream if there is a next stream.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Alright,
Also,
let's
hello.
get it.
Hello, Kelly, and hello, Blue Patcher. Oh, that was a fun listen. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, cool. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you want more updates, you can go to my altered Twitter account. It's twitter.com/officialamihan.
Okay,
Official
let me write
Amihan
that down.
is the
Official
username.
Amihan. All right, cool. Sounds good. Thank
There we
you.
go.
Thank you, Coolit.
Updates are posted there about the series, about the season 1, 2, and 3.
Ah.
And you can find more lore there on the pinned thread. There is a pinned comment, pinned post.
Okay.
You can scroll up into the one like equals one fact.
Ah.
And there is a lot of facts of
Nice. All right. Well. All right.
Alright,
thank you.
so much.
No problem. I'm
Thank you so
gonna
much.
transition over into reading the prologue of another book, and then go from there.
Can I hang out with you?
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
book reading?
No
Alright,
problem.
let's get it.
Let me.
Weekend epic gaming.
All right. So chat. Next, I'm going to be reading. Where is it? I'm going to be reading this book called Life and Limb by Jennifer Robertson. And let me just read the back cover for you real quick so you know what the book is about. Now no longer that wide-eyed child, Gabe is a leather-clad biker answering Granddaddy's peremptory summons to, of all places, a cowboy bar in northern Arizona. He is about to find out just how different he is from most people, and to meet the stranger with whom he will be sealed, life and limb, blood and bone, conscripted to fight an unholy war unlike any other. For the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And Gabe, thrown into the unlikely company of a country music-loving rodeo cowboy from West Texas, an ancient Celtic goddess of war, an African Orisha who sings volcanoes awake, and a Chinese goddess of mercy, finds himself fighting a battle he was bred for, but wants no part of. That is Life and Limb. I'm going to read the prologue, which is about, let's see, a couple pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, not too bad.
Right,
Not too bad.
Yeah, it has the same.
Mm-hmm.
Tama actually recommended this book because it has the same vibe as City of Devils, which is just urban fantasy in general. And reading the synopsis, I think it's a good pick. It's a good pick.
Hey, oh, thank you.
French kiss.
Mwah. I'm glad because like this has been on my Life and Limb has been on my shelf for a while, and I've been meaning to read it because I do like it's got like cowboys, it's got demons and devils and unholy war, which are all like cool things to have in a book. So I'm gonna change.
Actual goddesses and stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Which, by the way, is also a thing on City of Devils.
Oh yeah.
Their actual goddess is and gods in stuff on the latter part of season 1.
Ah.
So yeah,
Very cool. All right, let me
very
change
epic.
that. And we
There we
will
Let's
move
go.
cool it over so we can see more of. There we go.
You can shrink me down under the title.
Oh, you can. Well, we'll just like keep you there. There you go. All right.
Right. Epic game.
To Life and Limb. Oh, hold on. Let's change this. Can everyone see Epic Gaming? All right.
Yep. Epic game. Wait,
Hmm?
the cover looks like the Epic Games logo.
Oh.
So that's the same shape.
Ah.
And there's a thing at the bottom.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Life and Limb, Book 1, Blood and Bone.
Book one of
Prologue.
the Blood and Bone series.
Yes. His voice was rich, a much-loved, clear baritone, as he handed his 7-year-old grandson a gun. All right, Gabriel. First time for everything. Don't expect to be perfect. I wasn't. Let's just see what you've got, shall we? See what we've got to work with. A warm hand came down on Gabriel's shoulder, squeezed lightly. Don't fret, Gabriel. It was a crisp Oregon day with an afternoon rain abated, but lingering in puddles and dampness as clouds receded. Tall, gray-haired granddaddy, with neatly trimmed beard and vigorous river of thick, silvering hair flowing nearly to his shoulders, had driven them out to the country in his white '63 Thunderbird with a box of empty beer bottles in the back seat. And Gabriel remembered the weight of the weapon, how it filled both hands, how it made him tense his arms, how his fingers clung. How his grandfather slipped a hand under his, eased the gun slightly upward. Granddaddy didn't hold the gun for him. He just provided a smidgen of support so that he could stop clenching his entire body with the attempt to hold the gun still. Granddaddy steadied him, just a little. All right, Gabriel. The same calm voice. You've got this. He was nearly breathless with want, with the need to please, to excel. All 6 bottles, Granddaddy? His grandfather's laugh gusted from his chest in a quiet blurt of amusement, blue eyes dancing as the weathered skin next to his eyes creased into a spray of fretwork lines. If you think you can, of course, but 1 would be a fine beginning, Gabriel. And if you don't get it right the first time, next time will do, or the next after that. Baby steps, son. But at 7, he had gained an inch over what he had been at 6, and he felt strong. His body sang with it. This was, he felt within his bones, a test of some kind, even if his grandfather suggested no such thing. I'm not a baby, Granddaddy. I can do this. Perhaps you are not. Granddaddy's hand once more briefly touched his shoulder. Then show me what you got. He felt his grandfather remove the support from beneath his hands. The gun. It was a measly little outdated 6-chamber .22 revolver. Nothing like the 9mm Smith & Wesson his grandfather wore in an honest-to-God holster. But it felt big. It felt heavy. And then it didn't. It felt right. He focused. He'd heard that word before, that prompting from Granddaddy. The world narrowed. The world lost definition around the edges, refined itself in the middle. Sound attenuated, died away until all he heard was his own shallow, choppy breathing. He stopped it, stilled it, sucked breath again, blew it out on a huffing stream between pursed lips. It steadied his breathing, smoothed into something akin to a comfortable anticipation. It wasn't excitement. It was the need to do this, to please his grandfather, to prove he could do this, and an almighty certainty that he could. He saw 6 beer bottles balanced along the pitted, weather-grayed wooden fence rail. 6 dead little brown glass soldiers emptied by his father, who liked to kick back after work with two or four beers. Bottles appropriated by his grandfather from out of the trash. That was all that mattered. 6 bottles, 6 targets, 6 bullets, 6 opportunities. What he wanted to do was what he'd seen in the movies, featuring badass shooters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one after another, a seamless string of reports as the gun fired, the popping sound of exploding bottles, and the cascade of shattered amber glass. But what his grandfather wanted was efficiency, precision, results. One at a time. Aim, squeeze, take the recoil. Steady hands, loosen elbows, shoulders. And do it all again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Efficiency, precision, results. He fired 6 times. The gun was empty. He let his arm drop to his side, felt the weight dragging. He was suddenly 7 years old again, not remotely a badass, and even a measly .22 felt heavy in the wake of his first experience shooting the thing. Well, Granddaddy murmured, clearly startled. Then his hand yet again came down on Gabe's shoulder, squeezed, firmly, man to man. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. With your genetics, I think you're what's called a natural. Gabe looked up at his grandfather. The words just spilled from his mouth, unwilled, and it was truth.
If you don't get it right the first time, next time may be too late.
Oh, hello! Oh, hey, Sketch! Looked up when I heard the sticker. How are you? Granddaddy smiled slowly, broadly, teeth showing in the thicket of his tidy beard. Hardwired, boy, is it? All of it? Yes, you'll do. When the time comes. He paused, blue eyes lost in the distances. And come it will. Gabe blinked up at him. Granddaddy often went off on stuff he didn't truly grasp, talking about special Mendelian genetics and coefficients of inbreeding, prepotency, and outcrossing, and any number of terms in which he staked no interest. He listened, though, because that's what one did with Granddaddy. You'll understand someday, Granddaddy told him once. For now, place your trust in me, son, and I'll see you safe. Well, there's learning to do. Well, Gabe liked school, so learning was okay. Loved books, spent hours lost in worlds created by others. But he also liked to move, to do, to not be trapped at a desk in the classroom. Yo, Butchie, hello! Oh, thank you for the subscription! The resubscription. Hey, I'm reading up a prologue of the book Life and Limb. Sit back, relax, lurk,
And
eat.
enjoy the ride.
Yeah, enjoy the ride. Hope you're doing all right.
Thank you for the and have a nice lunch, dinner, or whatever food you're eating.
Yes. I have Coolit here. We were reading some of his and his group's writings earlier. He's chilling out for the stream.
Yeah, we vibing.
All right. But he always liked to he always liked to move, to do, to not be trapped at a desk in the classroom, or watching educational videos, or viewing documentaries, or DVDs at home, or any number of things his grandfather asked of him when he came around, which wasn't often enough to Gabe's way of thinking. He loved his parents, loved his younger brother, but he worshipped his grandfather. Life was more interesting, was somehow brighter and louder and sharper and more real when Granddaddy came. And it didn't matter that Granddaddy wasn't truly his grandfather, not in blood, but an old family friend, or some weird grown-up attachment he didn't quite grasp. Granddaddy just was. Gabe knew in the deepest part of his soul that they were linked somehow. Oh, you're gonna continue your homework now? Hey, thank you, Pochi. Happy homeworking. Happy homeworking.
Have fun on your homework, guys. And I hope you pass all your exams and stuff.
Absolutely. Ganbare.
Sure.
He was 8 when Granddaddy came again, and at 8, Gabe felt like he was bursting out of his skin, that he might explode were he not given freedom. And yet he knew too, in some weird instinctive way, that he was utterly clueless. He didn't know what he wanted. He didn't know what he needed. He just knew that he was lacking, that he was lesser, wasn't badass, that he wasn't truly whole. He woke up in the midst of a noisy nighttime thunderstorm and knew without a doubt that his grandfather had come. And just as he thought it, just as he sensed it, in some incomprehensible way, his grandfather opened the bedroom door and came in smiling, knelt beside the bed, took into his broad right hand the small right hand of the boy, and stroked back the wayward locks of dark hair with his free left hand. "God's bowlin'," Granddaddy said, as all outdoors was loud with angry rumbling. Gabe stared up at him with the tangle of bedclothes.
God?
"He's bowlin'," Granddaddy said. "That's what thunder is, the taking down of the pins." He frowned.
No, it's not.
Granddaddy's brows rose up beneath a cascade of graying hair. "It's not?"
No.
Gabe said with supreme confidence, because he knew the truth.
That's Thor.
For the first time in Gabe's brief life, his grandfather appeared to be at a loss. "Thor,"
God of Thunder.
Gabe replied.
Thor's cool.
Granddaddy smiled. "Is he now?" And then he lost his smile, grew earnest and serious. "It's time we had a talk, you and I. You won't remember it, but you need to know it." He tapped Gabe's chest. "Bone deep, soul deep, you'll know it. We'll just let it sit in the back of your head for a while, buried beneath everything else. You're a very busy brain, son. And one day, when it's time, I'll call it up from you, and you'll remember all of it. You'll know who you are, what you're meant to be, and what you're intended to do." That Gabe found intriguing.
What will I do?
Granddaddy said as the thunder rolled behind him. "You'll be a soldier, boy. Sealed to it. Life and limb, blood and bone, heart and soul. Not a soldier like others are."
Did you see the thing?
Not a soldier like others are, for it's not the kind of war most people fight on Earth. But because we're not most people, you and I, it'll be far more important. The fate of the world will hinge upon it. Gabe stared at him.
The whole entire world?
Granddaddy's voice, though soft, carried the weight of thunder. The whole entire world, and everyone in it. Remy, awkward boy's limbs sprawled in abandonment on the plank wood of the covered front porch. His father, thank the good Lord, had hung a ceiling fan out there. Oh, do you mind muting for the dog? Cool it?
Yeah.
Awesome. No worries, no worries. Ambient dog sounds. Adds to the atmosphere. Scooch closer to his companion, rested the back of his skull atop the soft furred bulk of a blue merle Australian shepherd, a twitch in its sleep. The day was hot, sticky, heavy, promising no relief until nighttime, and even that was chancy. At best, the house was cooled by fans of all ilk. Evaporative cooling didn't run right in humid weather, and they couldn't afford central air, as it was known. Those big units that blew chilled air through all the rooms and gave a man a chance to breathe, to fight the moisture and dry a sweat-damp body. Remy was used to sweating. He leaned against the dog, who yipped and woofed in dog dreams, and wondered what the stars thought. That they did think, he knew. They must. They hung up there in the sky, glowering down upon the world, knowing what all men thought, knowing what he thought. Remiel Isaiah McHugh. Son, his Nana had said, not long before she died. You're meant for larger things. I don't rightly know what those things are, but you're meant for them. And one day, they'll find you. But when? Remy wondered. And would those things, whatever they might be, manage to find a boy in the treeless, dusty expanse that was West Texas? He trusted Nana. He said she saw farther than others, deeper, saw beneath the skin to the heart, and swore his was larger than most. Said there was enough soul in him for two people if he let his light shine, that maybe he'd even share it. Times he felt like his bones downright itched. He couldn't put a name to it. His skin just felt too tight for his bones, like they were growing faster than the rest of him. And it was hard to sit still at times, like his body just needed to move right along with his mind. That need ran like a river in full speed. But he got caught up in school, at Friday night football under the lights, and learning to rope a plastic steer head stuck on a straw bale, driving a tractor, crawling out of bed with his big brother in the wee smalls of the morning to open the irrigation ditches so the water might flow to the alfalfa field. He hung out behind the chutes in the local rodeos, and Nana was long dead before he recalled what she'd said about his heart and his soul and sharing his light, so he never got to ask her what she meant. And then one day, Granddaddy showed up and said it was time for Remy McHugh to learn to throw a knife, being as he already knew how to shoot a gun. Well, yeah, he was a Texas country boy. Shooting a gun came early. Throwing a knife? Well, not so much. But by the time his old grandfather was done with him, Granddaddy said Remy would understand how horn and steel felt in a hand, what balance was all about, and the pure seduction of letting a blade fly to its target. Hell yeah. Yeehaw. I wasn't sure then what seduction meant, but that was Granddaddy's way. He didn't treat Remy like a child, or like an adult either, when he thought about it, but just as Remy. He was 8 when Granddaddy came again after being gone for a couple of years, and that man drove up to the house out of the big maw of the big old Texas thunderstorm in his aged white T-Bird with red leather seats. Gray hair remained a vigorous crop flowing nearly to his shoulders. Remy stood on the porch as Granddaddy came lopping through the rain, head ducked against the worst. When he reached the porch, he gifted Remy with a display of bright teeth in the thicket of a trimmed beard darker than his hair. "God's bullin'," he said. Remy shook his head. "No, sir." "No." "It's Thor, god of thunder." His grandfather froze upon the step, face blank, and then he smiled. It was a broad, secret smile, with pleased laughter behind it, but not meant to be understood by any, perhaps, other than himself. Is it? He asked. Thor. Bring me Mjolnir, Remy said, envisioning the massive hammer as he raised his hand to grip an imaginary shaft, and I'll conquer the world. Granddaddy tilted his head, as if acknowledging something. It's time we had a talk, you and I. You won't remember it, but you need to know it. Bone deep. Soul deep. We'll just let it sit in the back of your head for a while, buried behind everything else. And one day, when it's time, I'll call it up in you, and you'll remember all of it. You'll know who you are, what you're meant to be, and what you're intended to do. What will I do? Remy said, intrigued. Granddaddy said, You'll be a soldier, boy. Sealed to it. Life and limb, blood and bone, heart and soul. Not a soldier like others are, for it's not the kind of war most people fight. But because we're not most people, you and I, it'll be far more important. The fate of the world will hinge upon it. Remy stared at him. The whole entire world? Granddaddy's voice, though soft, reminded Remy of a preacher at the pulpit. The whole entire world, and everyone in it. And that is the prologue to Life and Limb. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Pretty cool book. Oh, all
Everybody
right.
clap their hands.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for oh yeah, thank you for sharing your work earlier. Thank you. Oh, you like the grandpa, Blue Badger? Yeah, I like grandpaps
Soldier
too.
He
Yeah.
will become Soldier Boy.
Soldier, comma boy.
Soldier Boy, drunk it, Soldier Boy.
Oh, Jay, you're still here. Yo. Oh, thank you. Hydrate.
Sure.
Thank you for listening in.
Thank you for the hydrate. Times 2.
It's always fun listening. It's always fun reading reading aloud. You get to add the drama in your own way.
True.
You gotta flex.
We should do audiobooks.
Should I? I don't know. I'll help perfect a little bit of my voices first.
Yeah, true. Facts.
Oh, for sure, you're a good reader. Oh, thank you, Blue Badger. That's very kind of you to say. Kind of you to say. 2 squats. All right, Silver. After all that reading, gotta do some squats. Cool it. You wanna do some squats with me since you're collabing on the stream? All right, 1.
I'm in my bed right now, so yeah.
Wah! And then 2. And 2. Thank you, Silver, for the redeem. It was nice listening to the background sketch. Hey, all right. I'm glad. Glad I could bring some calmness to everyone's
Hold up.
evenings. Hold up. 2 push-ups. Oh, wait. Oh, 2 push-ups. All right. Y'all are like, you exercise your voice, now you gotta exercise your body. All right. Oh, on the floor. All right. 1. Up. 2. Wah. All right. Gotta do those right. Chest to floor. Back straight.
Yeah.
That was really nice. Oh, thank you, Silver. I'm glad. I hope to be doing more of these reading streams. Similarly, like I told Coolit, is like if you have things you want me to read, I'll dedicate a couple of part of that reading stream time to like read your work or read whatever you would like me to read, and then we'll go probably either continue Life and Limb or like read other things. Back straight. Oh, my back. Get them muscles. Hey, muscles. Get them muscles.
Oh,
Yeah.
rock back. Back. Rock that back.
Crack their back. All right, let me find who is streaming.
Who's live right now?
Who is live? Yeah. I gotta find a. Oh, Nightwolf is live. Kato's also live. Oh, do we go Kato or do we go Nightwolf? Decisions. I can't dual raid, right? I can't raid both of them. Wait, is one of them ending anytime soon? Let's see. Flip a coin? I'm gonna just double check to see if they're ending or not. Okay, Kato still looks like he's going. Does Nightwolf also look like he's going? Or wait. Is he?
Re-debut, I guess. Ooh.
Re-debut?
Ooh.
Who's re-debuting?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Nightwolf.
If coin not available, flip a burger. Oh, Nightwolf is celebrating a new PNG. Let's go check out Nightwolf. Let's go check out Nightwolf. Time for Russian roulette. Oh, that reminds me. On Thursday, I have a Tama Overwatch bingo board for chat to complete. It is specific to what Tama does in Overwatch. So if you complete the bingo board, maybe you get rewarded with something. Yes, a bingo board. Let me see if I can pull it up.
The
real
bingo
quick.
board will be posted on Twitter.
Yes, I'll post it on Twitter. It is did I put it in random? Oh, cool it. Oh wait, how do I untime you? Oh no, where's my mod? How do I untime you? Oh no, cool it. You sunk my battleship. Sorry, hold on. Playing Ryan better beyond there. Yo, okay, hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you this real quick because I think you'll get a kick out of it. Image.
Over with the what you call this with the bingo board.
This is sorry. What was the question?
The bingo board. The bingo board.
Ah, the bingo board. Yes. Let me pull up the bingo board. Okay, y'all, look at this bingo board real quick. You get a free space in the middle. We get the things I say. So like I made a mistake. If I say it 10 times, Mickey voice, support for greater than 3 games in a row, squats redeem, British accent, Ulu voice, gets pinned by Ryan, bullied by teammates, I got you 10 times, defense game by 3, gets res by mercy, oh no, stuck in spawn, tabs for stats, so I do that a lot on stream, apparently. My aim, country accent, greater than 10k healing, help, push up, attack game, carry, gets hooked by Hog, Valley Girl accent, gets loved by Anna. So that's gonna be Thursday's bingo board. If you want to play along, if chat gets a bingo, we can decide on an award. I figured it'd be fun to do, and then maybe later on, if people like this, I can make more bingo boards. Let's see if y'all.
Sounds fun, to be honest.
Exactly.
It sounds chaotic.
Yeah, some of these also you will be able to goad me into doing, like getting pinned by Ryan. Pretty sure like anyone who collabs with me, like is on my teammate, bullied by teammates. Very easy to do. So I'll let chat decide my fate. All right, let's go raid Nightwolf. Boop 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 boop. Oh no, cool it. You might need to.
Posting a raid message,
bro. You might need to because I think it might be censoring the length of it rather than.
Alright.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Nightwolf.
This is the base. You just copy and paste. Yeah.
Okay.
Time out for 9 more seconds. Right.
Okay.
I forgot.
Thanks again for the close stream. Oh, thank you for coming by with Jay. Thank you, Jay, for like coming to raid my stream. I'm glad y'all like the comfy reading Nook stream.
There we go.
All right.
Just the paste. Just copy and paste it everywhere.
Yes, copy paste. Coletta Mared. Sanity has been destroyed. Restored. Oh, sorry, not destroyed. Restored. I'm glad, Blue Badger. Let us start the raid. Tama Bot is a scary thing, a beast of egu and malice. Oh, Tama Bot is indeed its own creature. All right, thank you everyone for for joining me. I will see you all Thursday evening for some Overwatch shenanigans. And then Saturday.
Get your bingo cards ready, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Alright, thank you guys so much
Thank
for watching. I
you.
hope you enjoyed City of Devils. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you, legends, in the next
Yeah.
one.
Thank you for joining me,
Alright.
Cool It. All right.
Thank you for the stream, mate.
Good night.